All right, hey everyone. Today, because a lot of people need it, I'm going to show you how to make a moving star field. And the great thing about the star field is that it will keep on randomly generating, so the star field will always be different and it'll never stop. So if your game goes on for 5 seconds or 500 seconds, you will always have a moving star field and it will always be randomized and different. All right, let me show you. Okay, so we're in Scratch. All right, duh. And I'm lazy. So I want to make this as simple as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a very, very basic sprite, and I'm going to use majority of the code that I used before because again, I'm lazy. So this is what I want to happen. I'm going to just make a sprite, and I'm just going to go right here and I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to paint my own. And all I'm going to do is paint a star field. Super simple. I'm going to just take my paintbrush and I'm going to take any color and I'm going to remove the saturation so it's white. And then I'm just going to make dots. I'm going to make large dots, medium dots, and small dots. There's going to be a small amount of big, a little bit more medium, and a lot of little. All right. So more pay attention to here because you'll see the dots here more than here because it's white. So white on white, you're not going to see that well. White on black, you will. So just randomly do some dots. Here we go, here we go. And don't do too many of the strong ones. And then I'm going to go from 8 to 4. And I'm going to do a little more of these. And remember, just single clicks. You don't want lines. And then I'm going to go to 2. And you can put a lot of these on. These are just the faraway stars. All right, here we go. So there you go. I got it done. All right. Now, I don't want to rewrite the code for this. That's silly. Why rewrite something that you already wrote? All right. So think of it as plagiarism, but in coding, it's mostly okay. People borrow code from each other all the time. All right. So I'm going to take the movement code from like Saturn or Mars. Here's Mars. I don't know why I have this little hide command there. I'm going to take this command and I'm going to copy and paste it and put it on my star field. I want to do the same thing. So I just want to put it, I might just change some of the numbers. That's about it. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it on here. There we go. So first thing I want to do, I want the star field to be back. So I'm going to have it go backwards in the layers. And I almost have 20 different layers. So I'm going to set, because I'm going to make it go back like 20 layers. It's going to make a clone of itself. I can make it wait, or the star field can come up immediately. It doesn't really matter. I can say, you know what? Wait a very short amount of time between 1 second and 2 seconds. There we go. Now here's the thing. The other thing that you have to change. I don't want just my star field to start here on the bottom, which is between negative 100 and 200. That means they would always start down here. This whole field is positive 160 or 170 to negative 170. So just to be clear that it fills up the whole thing, I'm going to go from negative 200 to positive 200. So that's, and here's the main thing. I need it to repeat as many times to go across. So here's where you use the little noggin for a little bit of, a little bit of math. If I make this star field, I want to make it move slow because it's farthest thing back. If I make this star field move very slow, I need to multiply it as much as I slow it down. So if I'm going to make it 10 times slower, that means I have to multiply the amount of steps for it to get across by 10 times. So if I make this 10 times slower by making it negative 0.2, all right, I have to make the distance 10 times longer so it gets across. So there you go. So I think that might work. Let's see if it does. All right, there's my star field, and it's moving across. I'm happy that my star field is moving. I'm so happy that my star field is moving. Excellent, excellent. And there you go. And we can start again. We'll see if my star field moves. Ah, there we go. We got our star field moving. So I'm going to add, you know what? I'm going to add another one. I'm going to go right click, and I'm going to duplicate it. In this duplication, I might just want to switch it up, maybe make it move at a different speed, maybe have it do a little different thing. So I might say, you know what? I might make this one move at 0.15, and that's 50% slower, so I have to make this 50% greater, which is 6,000. And to make it different, I'm going to rotate it. So you don't have the same pattern going across every single time. So I might just like, hey, you know what? Whenever you pop up, I want you to rotate by 90 degrees to be backwards. And then I might duplicate that one. And I might say, you know what I want this one to do? I want it to be really slow. So it's going to be half of the speed of the original. The original was 4,000 steps. So this one will have to be 8,000 steps because it's half. So then you have to multiply this one by 2. And I might rotate this one by 45 degrees. So it's a little different. Each star field is a little different. And there we go. And then you're going to have your moving, as you can see, you have this moving star field go across your work. So now you have planets moving, you have moving star field, you have all of these things working with each other to make your work look a little more dynamic, all right? So all of these things together, the planets moving, the star fields moving, all of these things moving together is really going to make your work look very dynamic and very polished. And that really what separates games from each other. It's most people have the same exact game, the same feel, but there's different little bits of polish, all right? So, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm looking for you guys to putting in your star fields. Remember, it's really just the same code that you have, and you're just adding to the same code. You're just adding a different graphic to the same code. All right? Everybody, take care.